Hello, fellow mercenaries out there. How you all doing today? I am Zenny Dragon, and bid you all welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoy today's stream. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Tales of Berseria. Last time we were able to sort of get further on in our quest, and along the way, not only did we get a reunion with what was the name of it? I gotta remember that name, but a certain Moloch. But we also got to see one of our main villains, Melchior, and some of the tricks that he has going. We also were able to sort of cure the disease that has been going through Eisen's crew. So yeah, that's been pretty much how it's been going right now, and just gonna continue on with our journey. Oh,
gonna get ya!
Lewis! Oh my goodness!
Level ups.
Oh my goodness, the rip! Oh, thank you, Lewis. Hey, how's it going? Hello, everyone.
All right, Astrid, let's give you the level up.
For those of you that don't know, I am Zenny Dragon. I'm a variety streamer within the Blazing Knight community. And how are you all doing today? We're playing some Tales of Berseria right now. So yeah, gotta check my expedition.
Take a look at this.
Wow.
But yeah, thank you very much, Lewis. Hey. Oh, got 2 out of 3. Nice. Oh, we got a new island to explore. Yeah, let's...
Scout ship setting sail.
There we go. All right. Ooh, we got a skit going.
That's getting filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather
wow.
can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense
wow,
a
that
budding
is...
interest in the sea?
Oh, boy.
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it
I can
now?
imagine
I wouldn't
how,
say that. I was just reminded of something someone
oh,
once said to
boy,
me.
I can just imagine. I'd been home for just a little bit, so I didn't sort of pop in to sort of check out, but yeah, it... Alright, let me double check something. Alright. Okay, return to find out appropriate need. Okay, so I just got to make sure got my bearings as far as where I need to go. I think I need. Yep, I need to go south. Stop chasing me.
I thought I
Yeah, this is the Tales game with
Lafayette?
Velvet Crow.
I know Siegfried comes from another continent and all, but do you know anything else about it, Ropero?
Nope, can't say I do. All I care about are swords. That contraption doesn't interest me much.
I suppose that makes sense. But it looked real powerful.
Just guessing based on how we saw Zavid use it, I'd say it amplifies his power somehow.
An amplifier. It's true that he seemed to get stronger when he fired it at himself.
Yeah, and it gave that dying legendary wyvern enough strength to escape.
But wasn't it also what he used to dispel Melchior's illusions back there?
That was also amplification. The Malachim are the source of his arts. The relic pushed them past their limits and... kablooey.
Suffice it to say, it can be used both offensively and defensively. It must be very hard to master.
More important is what the Abbey plans to do with it. Not that I really care.
So yeah, basically for those that are a little bit more familiar with Tales of Berseria, as far as where I am at, I had just had our first confrontation with Melchior.
Laffy said?
When he sort of
May I
lured
ask you something?
Zavid
What
and
is it?
Eisen over to
The umbrella
the training
for more
tower
Melchior's illusion.
with sort of
What
the
is her
bait
connection
of
to
Eisen's
Eisen? I
pirate
don't think
captain.
he'd answer if I asked him myself.
We
I
got
don't
a
know.
little
I was wondering
glimpse
about her
into
as well.
Melchior's illusions.
She was pretty, wasn't she?
Oh, so you like a girl who's cute, but with a bit of sophistication.
Really? I thought his type was more like
What's going on?
We were discussing a delicate topic. Muffiset's first crush, if you must know.
Oh,
No, we weren't. We were just talking about the umbrella girl from the illusion.
the umbrella girl. That illusion made Eisen hesitate. She must be really important to him.
Indeed. It must be a deep, naughty relationship.
Come on now.
Like a wife he wants to leave, but he can never let go. Or a lover from whom he can't move on.
No, that's too wild. And she's too young.
Yeah, it's not that. What's more likely for a self-serving pirate is a daughter from a woman who only knows him by a fake name, perhaps one whom he cast aside, or who cast him aside.
And maybe she was somebody he couldn't marry for some reason. But when she died, he raised her daughter for her.
He had been friends with her since they were children, but they only realized their true feelings after they
That's a
had been
lot of
married to someone
assumptions
else.
based on just a
What's their
reaction.
idea of romance? In any case, beware of girls, Luffy said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. Do I? No, I don't have enough for it. Okay. Oh. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna come back here. Let's go over that that big demon over there. Let's see. Double check. Yeah, the code red. Yeah, the code red hunts. All right, demon.
Are we ready for this?
Oh, crud! Come on, get back up. All right. We got some now. Recent got some peach show. And I'm... Alright. Put some healing in there. Gonna take a while. And I'm paralyzed.
Leave this to me.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
I thought we were done for.
Oh, we got some masteries in? Nice. All right, let's take a look at our equipment, see if we can... Okay, calcite paper is good. Okay, so we got bamboo stack and then floric. Let's do the bamboo stack since it's a little weaker of the two. Okay, Aqua Wing is mastered, so... yeah, you've gotten all the stuff right now. So... Wind. Alright, Calcite Doll. Okay, Weather Guardian. Chocolate Idol. And Floric. Alright. Chocolate Idol. Probably a joke weapon. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's give you that. Alright, Floric Waistcoat is all mastered. Alright. Alright, here we go. Ooh, got some gold. Nice. That's always good. We're currently in we're in the low 20s as far as our level, so I'm not in, this is my first time playing through this particular game, so I don't know exactly as far as what point I am at, but I would probably imagine we're probably somewhere in between early to mid game if I were to make a guess. I want to grab that chest. Fluoride fragment. Okay, nice. All right. Yeah, so your save point. Keep collecting those cat spirits. Okay, don't need to worry about that then. Get out of my way, you witch. Alright, returning to town. Oh.
Now what are we gonna do? What's wrong?
This dog came up with a book in its mouth. Here, take a look.
Oh.
Huh. It looks pretty old. I've never seen this kind of writing before.
It's not ancient Avarost, that's for sure. Part of it looks like a chronology, so maybe it's a history book?
If I were to guess, I'd say they're Meliodosian characters, which would peg it at about 2,000 years old. It's more recent than Avarost, but the writing has fallen completely out of use.
All kinds of notes are written throughout the book, too. Someone must have been studying it. If it's research material, that might make it Videl's book. Videl? Who's that?
Videl?
He's a weird kid who's way into studying history. He lives at the inn.
Could you maybe deliver the book
Wait,
to him
I didn't know
for us?
that
We were
voice
told
could...
not to get too close to him, so...
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Alright. So we got research on ancient... Alright. Oh. Okay. Yes. Gotta turn in that bounty. Beautiful. Looks like we gotta talk to someone else before. Oh.
My book! My book! Where could I have left it?
I'm guessing that's Videl.
Are you Videl? Is this yours?
My book! Oh, that book is super important to me. Thank you.
I'm Lucky.
Hello, Nova. How's it going?
I hope you don't mind that we flipped through some of it. Can you actually read Meliodacian script?
You recognize Meliodacian writing? That's unusual in this day and age.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal, really.
When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer who travels the world and explores lots of ruins. So to make sure I'm ready for anything, I've been studying ancient history, starting with the Era of Darkness.
The Era of Darkness? You're referring to the Dark Period, right?
Right. Almost no written records from the age have survived. But if you compare the history before and after, you can tell something major must have happened.
Where have I heard?
That's fascinating.
I know!
Look at those two, all worked up over an old book.
My little brother was just like that too. Luffy and our brother used to.
We've received reports of suspicious persons in the area. Have you seen anything?
Not good. They're onto us.
Quickly, hide in my house.
Oh. All this talk about a dark period.
Videl, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Sorry, sir. I've been absorbed in my book.
That's all right, thanks. Look, I know it must be tough living alone with your mom. Just remember, your father's a praetor. He's out there fighting to protect us all.
Oh.
Keep your chin up for his sake at least, all right?
Uh-huh.
So, that's interesting. Okay, so his father's one of the praetors, and he's actually studying this sort of dark period.
Thanks
Gives
for
me
your
so
help,
many
Videl.
vibes of One Piece.
Videl, your father is an exorcist?
Yeah, he is. But don't worry, I won't say anything about you and your friends. I'm your friend too.
Really?
And to prove it, I'll let everyone in on a big secret.
Oh?
This book tells you how to make an Omega Elixir, an incredibly ancient and powerful medicine. If I'm reading it right, you need 5 ingredients in order to create the elixir.
Oh.
I've only translated one of them so far, but I'll tell you what it is.
That's really nice of you, Videl. But I don't have any way to repay you for this.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. I'd just like it if you came and talked with me again sometime.
Of course. What are friends for?
Aw. That's adorable.
The Omega Elixir. That's an ancient medicine said to be able to cure any disease. But it was my understanding that no samples or recipes survived the Era of Darkness.
Meliodacian script was used prior to the Era of Darkness, so I guess it's possible that Videl's recipe might be legit.
He's just a kid. I don't know how much we can trust his translation.
You saw his notes. I doubt many adults could even get anything out of that book. He might be onto something.
Kids
Yeah.
are more capable than we give them credit for, especially where their interests lie.
I think we can trust Videl.
Luffy used to read books intently like that too.
Furthermore, couldn't a hypothetical Omega Elixir be quite useful to you, Velvet?
Luffy said, you look like you really want to track down those ingredients.
Yeah, I do.
Personally, I don't really care. But if you want to look for them, I won't stop you.
Okay.
Aw. That's good. Alright, so we got Omega Elixir Recipe 1. Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay, yeah. All right, time to return to Von Elatia.
This big storm came and swept me out to a Class 4 island. And let me tell you, it's as bad as the rumors make it sound. I wanted to just wait it out in a shipyard somewhere, but then the water turned all gooey.
Oh?
Then I had these jellyfish things coming onto the deck, and before I knew it, slugs were swimming around in the damn ocean.
Wouldn't the salt in seawater mess up a slug?
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but these weren't no sea slugs neither. It was scary, I'll tell you that much. You want my advice? Stay the hell away from that island altogether. But if you do go, watch out for that gooey stuff.
What did that pirate mean by Class 4? I've never heard of that.
It's a classification the Abbey uses to help inform their strategy, an estimation of how well they've been able to manage the demon outbreak in an area. Administrative Zone Classes 1 through 3 have been assigned a suitable contingent of exorcists to guarantee the population's safety.
So, Class 4 administrative zones are ones that are still unsafe?
In a perfect world, the entire kingdom would be protected, but there's just not enough manpower to go around. The Abbey doesn't send exorcists to remote areas and far-off islands. Instead, they avoid casualties by making those areas off-limits.
But that pirate mentioned he'd come close to an island. Are those policies actually enforced?
Yeah.
They send out an official notice to stay away, and that's all. It's not like they could blockade every tiny remote island out there. So you're free to dive into the deep
we don't
end
have
if you
those kind of
want,
stuff. All we
but no
have
one will
is
come to
this
your rescue.
group
Hope
known
you know
as
how to
the
swim.
Exorcists or the
If they
Praetors
could keep the demons in
that
check,
control
they wouldn't have to tell
the public
people to
as well
stay
as
clear.
control the safety.
Frankly, I think the
Although
Abbey just doesn't want to go
some of their
near
members
places
are
like that.
definitely very, very
In other
suspicious.
words, these are dangerous places that the Abbey has washed their hands of.
Makes you wonder how much they can administrate these places when they're not willing to get their hands dirty.
Are there many Class 4 administrative zones?
I've heard of 10 such regions in my time working as an inspector for the Abbey, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you their exact locations or their current status.
If the Abbey abandoned this island, it's probably safe to assume that it's getting to be pretty dangerous.
If we go there, we're gonna want to be prepared.
Yeah. Oh, now we can go. Oh, apparently we can go to these Class 4 zones. Nice. All right. Oh, and
Demons! There's more of them. A whole band of them rampaging through Roaring Forest.
There was already one dangerous demon in those woods, and now we have more! And they're still on the loose! A lot of exorcists have come to deal with them, but...
What do these demons look like?
That's what I want to know. Those Abbey people won't tell us nothing. Every time a demon comes around, it's all, show us your cargo this and don't leave port for a while that. How are we supposed to catch any fish?
These demons really are a pain in the neck. If I was an exorcist, I'd lay down some justice, I tell ya. At the end of the day, it's not the demons or the exorcists that have it rough. It's us normal folk.
Anyway, you guys should be careful. There are demons about.
Thanks for the warning.
yeah, we'll keep an eye out for these demons, even though we're demons ourselves. Well, demons, Molochs, and a
You're all right!
Sorry to worry you.
And the captain?
It turned out to be a fake. But now I know the real one's still alive somewhere.
Well, of course he is.
Not that he has a lot of time left.
What do you mean?
Calm down. I'll explain later.
Aizen! You stay calm too, okay?
And you've all taken your Salatoma?
Yes, sir.
And nobody died?
All still kicking.
Nice.
Compared to your curse, sir, the sickness was tiny potatoes.
All right. Then let's get ready to sail out.
Already done, sir. We're ready whenever.
The Pirate's Creed, huh?
Yep.
There's worse out there.
All right. Time to get ready to set sail. All right, so Yeah, we gotta head towards the Ysilt, because we gotta translate that book.
It's too bad that wasn't the real Ifreed. But I'm glad everyone on the ship is feeling better.
Yeah. Though it sounds like they never want to touch that Salatoma stuff ever again.
Yeah.
What about Eleanor?
She took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So Velvet's ripen?
Mogulu! Quit giving Laphicet confusing thoughts.
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you got...
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world. Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorias do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
The doubts are starting to...
That knowledge is not for you.
Something wrong? Whoa! Easy there. Just asking.
Sorry. I was just deep in thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah. Just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah. Tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey.
What?
Are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not. It's more like I despise them. 10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... All I have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me. I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons. So you can keep your pity.
Gotcha. I will then.
Interesting. All right. Back on course. Bootleg Dante.
What is that?
Probably
That's
you
called
probably
a
say that
penguin,
because
a type of bird native to this area.
Pig.
Penguin.
They're really succulent and tender, and makes a lovely stew.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon. It was one of my mother's specialties.
Oh?
All right, enough of the chit-chat. Magilou, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it?
What's
You
that
know,
supposed to
like
explain?
that.
What's that supposed to explain?
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Grimm's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noble
Okay.
woman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor.
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay, I got it.
Alright.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
Good question. Put simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Chapoom! Bye-bye!
Your feelings broke?
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
Alright. So, we're in Yasult, city of the Southern Seas. Let's go ahead and save. Okay, but yeah, I was gonna say that you're probably making the comparisons to Dante because of the cowboy hat, but that's more of a fashion item. This is more of what he actually looks like, but yeah. So more of like a sort of like a Japanese clansman, very much within his own. Oh, expeditions returned.
Take a look at this.
Within the family teachings. Oh, only 1 out of 3. Crud.
This recipe looks really...
All right.
Scout ship setting
Send them out
sail.
again. All right. All right. Anything? Balmy fluid. Huh. What's down here? Oh, and red lavender. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I see where we need to go, but let's go ahead. Right. I see where I need to get. Okay.
It's become common practice to use Southgan lumber for shipbuilding, but there's a reason. Our trees really are the best for it.
Natant trees only grow in Southgand. Their wood is light, tough, and doesn't rot. Perfect for shipbuilding.
You know your stuff. Long ago, before people knew how to build seafaring vessels, Midgan and Southgan were separate countries. Then our ancestors fashioned rafts out of Natant logs and floated all the way to Midgand. A Midgand craftsman, amazed to see a humble raft cross the open sea, returned with our ancestors here to Southgand.
He had used the Natant logs to build a large, sturdy ship.
Thanks to him, commerce took off between Midgand and Southgand, and the Age of Exploration began. The excitement of a new age had everyone floating on air, but within mere decades, Midgand declared war on Southgand.
Ironically enough, it was ships made from trees from their islands that enemies used to invade them.
The fighting continued for a long time, but
Wow.
in the end, Midgand emerged the victor. Our islands were occupied. As hard as things were, our ancestors still like to joke about it. They'd say, Age of Exploration, more like Age of Exploitation.
When things were that bad, they could still joke about it?
Southganders have always been a cheerful bunch. We tend to look for the silver lining in every cloud. It may not seem like it these days, but Southgand used to be a place where the laughter would never cease. Some people even used to call it Shenanigand.
Shenanigans. This must have been a really fun place.
Alright. Oh. Okay. Don't need that, since we're full on life bottles. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that is the sort of the unfortunate thing about history. All right. Okay, so I've got a. Alright.
Still no leads on that grimoire lady.
Mogulo, when did you get that letter from her you mentioned?
Hard to say. It must have been last year? A decade ago?
Take this seriously, or I'll feed you to the sharks.
Oh, what? I think I'd at least rate a kraken.
Keep this up and I swear I'll eat. It's them.
Oh no, we got...
The final preparations are complete. Once you've assumed your new post, everyone will act on your command.
Thank you, sister. But to be honest, I worry that these shoes I'm filling might just be a bit too big for me.
You need not worry. You possess a special strength and quality that others lack. Shepherd Artorias has high hopes for your deployment to Palamedes. Fear not. Just be yourself and you'll do fine. Believe you're a leader, and you will be.
Yes, I'll try to make you proud, sister.
They're sending him to Palamedes? Is that the name of a facility on this island?
I had better get going.
Safe travels.
Oh, one more thing. Be careful around the demon in Haria. It's stronger than it looks. We've even had some casualties.
Understood.
Alright, so another demon that we're gonna have
Also, if you must drink the water, remember to boil it.
Sister.
I know, I worry too much. But I just can't help myself.
So, there's a demon in Haria. Sounds like it's a pretty feisty one, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If so, it may prove useful.
Still, what magical timing for Oscar to show up here at the very same hour we do.
I understand your suspicion of me, but have you any proof?
None, it's true. But as an exorcist, you're certainly sympathetic to the Abbey's cause.
And soon you may wish we were sympathetic.
Eleanor hasn't been snitching on us. I'm sure of it.
And how would you know? Are you watching her even when she's taking a bath?
Huh? No, I don't. I always stay outside when she's taking a bath. And...
Then isn't it possible she's communicating with the Abbey in secret while you're not there?
You pledged to obey me until the day you die, correct?
Yes, that I did.
Oh.
Remember, when you two trade blows, only the Abbey wins.
One less demon, and one less traitor for them to worry about.
While we're standing around here arguing, that demon could be attacking Grimoire.
It's true. Let's find some more people to question around town.
Ooh, that was a tense situation. Alright. Oh.
So what's it really like?
Huh?
The connection between Moloch and Vessel. Do you share, like, thoughts and feelings?
Sort of. When I'm dwelling inside Eleanor, I can see what she sees and hear what she hears. But I can't read her thoughts or her emotions. Sitting in a box doesn't teach you how the box feels.
I see. In that case, I want to give her as little time alone as possible.
I don't want to bathe with her, alright?
I know. You're a boy and all. For her baths, we can send Bienfu. No, that's a bad idea. It'll have to be Magulu. Or myself.
Phew.
What sort of boundaries have you and Eleanor drawn? How do you sleep?
We talk before bed sometimes. But it's not like I'm sleeping by her side or anything. It's easier for me to tell when she wakes up if I'm dwelling inside her.
Does she ever get out of bed at night?
Not in my experience. And she sleeps so peacefully.
Huh?
When she's around you guys, she always looks so stern. But when she's sleeping, her expression is softer, you could say. She lets her hair down too. And I think it's kind of prettier that way.
Huh. So that's what he likes. Well, keep an eye on her, but...
But?
Watch out for the older girls.
Huh?
Oh.
Teresa and Oscar sure seem close.
I've known them since I was an initiate, but I've never seen them quarrel, not even once.
Did you ever fight with your brother, Velvet?
Yeah, I guess I did. Sometimes I'd chew him out, and he'd sulk and stop talking to me, but I found that adorable too.
You did?
No matter how much he dug in his heels, or tried to talk like he was in charge. After a while, he'd be right there trailing along behind me.
Like a little puppy dog.
Puppies are a lot more obedient. I always had to keep an eye on him. Little brothers are odd creatures.
Rokuro's a little brother. Is he adorable too?
Huh? I don't think a little brother who's out to kill you is in any way adorable.
But Shigure seemed like he was having fun.
Sometimes you just don't make sense.
Huh? I don't know.
Little brothers.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
Well then, that's perfect. You pretend
An
the boy
orphaned
is your
only
little
child.
brother.
Huh? That's a bit extreme, but actually, when I'm talking with Lavisette, sometimes I think, this is what having a brother must feel like.
I could be Eleanor's brother.
Don't take any of this nonsense seriously, Lavisette. Malachim are
yeah,
just tools to exorcists. She can never think of you as her brother.
Oh, yeah.
You're wrong. I've changed how I view Malachim. I know that's true because I can think of him as a brother.
Right.
She's all talk. Don't believe her.
It seems to me like you're the one who's treating him as a tool, by forcing your own opinions upon him.
Ooh, two sisters struggling for the affections of their brother. Eeny teeny candlestick, which one will the Muppet pick?
How about an older brother instead?
Once again, I've said this multiple times here playing this, and for those that have been continually following, you'll know that I've been saying this, but yeah. This cast is really, really growing on me. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay.
The people of Southgand originally worshipped Aminoch, the Empyrean of Water. The lives of the people of the Southern Isles are inherently tied to the sea. Whether it was gratitude for a good catch or an appeal for protection, everyone offered their prayers to Aminoch.
But the Abbey worships Innominat, don't they? Do the people still keep their faith?
Most of the people obey the will of the Abbey. But one small village deep in Southgand is a special case.
Huh.
The village is called Haria.
Oh.
And even now they keep their faith in Aminoch. They've even quarreled with the Abbey. I'm grateful that they fight off the demons. I really am. But do they have to dictate which gods we worship too?
They think they do. It's their truth. Then again, they can't control what's in your heart, can they?
Yeah. Okay, so this sort of village Haria is definitely going to be important pretty soon. All right.
Hey, this doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Ah, a keen eye you have, young man. That is a doll of the Empyrean Aminoch.
That's Empyrean Aminoch?
Yep, no doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes. Real dignified, but not without a bit of a temper.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbey's banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like, oh.
Wait, that sounds like...
And that low-energy goddess you saw? The doll you've got here looks like her?
Yeah, more or less.
Ha! Fortune smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Grimoire isn't human?
When did I ever say she was? So,
Okay.
shopkeep, where'd you see her?
I think it was down by McClear Beach.
Pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Ugh. Why didn't you mention Grimoire as a Moloch before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies listening everywhere!
All right, so now we know what we're looking for. Okay, so we got a Mackerel Beach, huh? Oh. Hello up there.
What does it mean to become an adult?
The eternal question of youth.
Have you ever heard of the ceremony of adulthood? It's a yearly tradition on this island.
If I remember right, it's totally wild. Everyone throws bananas and porridges at each other.
Traditionally, yes, but things have changed over the years. Bananas and porridges are a thing of the past. People are always reaching for bigger and better things, right? In this case, it's watermelons. Whole watermelons.
You're throwing watermelons?
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt.
Trust me, I know. But watermelons are the least of our worries. Recently, people have started flinging coconuts.
Coconuts? Those things are as hard as rocks!
Trust me, I know. Like getting hit with a brick. Now, every year, there are some kids who never make it to adulthood.
You don't mean they...
Yeah, I've kept putting it off myself, but it looks like this year I've got no choice but to participate. That's crazy. It's far too dangerous. And more importantly, how does it make someone an adult?
There are ancient traditions that say overcoming danger marks a child's coming of age. Some people still cling to the old ways.
You've hit the nail on the head. There are lots of old folks that sit around complaining how weak as darn kids are. Hypocrites. Back then, they used bananas and watermelons. They even cracked the watermelons ahead of time.
I don't think cracking a coconut would help much either.
So that's why you're standing about looking blue.
I'm so ashamed of myself for being scared.
If you don't want to do the ceremony, why not just skip it?
I'd love to, but I don't really have a choice. I wouldn't be able to show my face around here if I chickened out.
Having the courage to say no to something you don't feel is right. Isn't that the true mark of an adult?
Wait.
You're right! Now I can finally become an adult! Oh, yeah! Look how grown up I am!
And getting carried away with yourself and acting the fool is the true mark of immaturity.
Sorry. You're right.
Yeah, that is wow. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll. Ah, really? Alright. Muckler Beach, huh?
Beautiful waters. So this is Muckler Beach.
I hope she's actually here.
Lovely shisha, okay. Ooh, Reproburn. Okay.
This grimoire who we're searching for is a Moloch like Bienfu, right? To be honest, I don't see how someone so different can be a Moloch just the same as Laphicet or Aizen.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the tangly mess.
I'll tell you anything!
In that case, I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Oh no! Anything but that!
So, we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
No! No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon! Why not? That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cans with you. Alright, is there anything you can tell me?
I could talk about what type of Malachim we are, or our position in the world of Malachim, or our abilities. Oh, I'd like to know all that. Then I will tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malachim. Compared to other Malachim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others.
Think of them as a convenient power-up.
They're also known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Even though it's literally in your name?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
That does explain your quirky speaking mannerisms.
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Don't say that!
Alright. Oh, what's... Oh.
What are those penguins doing?
Probably keeping their eggs warm?
Most likely. They look like a mama and a papa. Penguins are monogamous, faithful creatures. They never leave their mate. Isn't that romantic?
So they lay eggs because they're like husband and wife. But how do they make the eggs?
That's...
you're a little too young for that.
Said, here's an interesting fact. A single penguin egg actually contains dozens of smaller orange eggs.
Oh, so their eggs must be small and crunchy.
Yep. They have the texture of caviar and the rich flavor of sea urchins.
Interesting. So they're more like fish than birds.
So you've eaten them. How cruel. Look how much they care about their young.
While it may be a bit cruel, they taste amazing. They're considered a delicacy in some circles. Top a bowl of rice with these crunchy
how's it
eggs
going?
and some rich penguin thigh meat, and you get a dish called family fricassee.
That's a horrific name.
I wasn't the one who named it, okay?
Those eggs look tasty, but I think I'll pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat penguins. Or their eggs. Too much like penguins. I love penguins. Okay, so we... Ooh, nice.
Is that...
Grimoire? She's moving away.
And hello, lizard demon.
A dragon?
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is he friends with Guile?
Oh, Mr. Cart!
Here's your justice! Fighting order!
Come on. Come on. Mr. Guard! Oh, that's not good. Come on, get that combo, go! There we go. Oh, hell, ow, ow, ow. Oh, grab that. There we go.
It turned red! Oh, shy! More like it's angry. Let's not enrage it any further.
It's building up strength.
There we go. Get to do 2 Fisticards in one battle. There we go. Got it.
Come on. Put up some fight, okay?
Ooh, nice. Get a bunch of new arts. And a bunch of equipment skill now. Alright.
So she's the same sort of Moloch as Bienfu?
You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet. I know your witch friend. Oh.
Grim, so wonderful to see you.
It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That keep me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien!
That voice.
Come
Is that
on,
Stephanie
Grim.
Young?
Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My
Oh
apologies.
boy.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
Oh, okay.
Here it is, ma'am.
Nice.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Avarost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That village that keeps getting
That
mentioned.
works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
All right. Ooh, expedition has returned. Let's see what we got this time.
Take a look at this.
Ooh. 3 losses.
Scout ship setting sail.
All right.
I apologize if I'm being rude, but I have to ask. You're not Aminoch the Empyrean, are you?
Of course I'm not. What would even make you ask such a thing?
A shop in Isolt was selling Aminoch figurines that looked just like you.
Oh, that. I distinctly remember whispering to the shopkeeper in his sleep, telling him not to sell those things.
You showing up in his dreams probably only convinced him you were the real deal. You should sue for his use of your likeness and get proper compensation from that shopkeeper.
Forget it. It's no concern.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they'd ever sell anyway.
Oh, you think a figurine of mine wouldn't sell?
You got this whole somber, all-we thing going on. A figurine needs to be cute, like me.
Then
no.
how about I turn you into a product?
Me? Really?
Oh yes. I'll have you stuffed and mounted. But since it'd be a unique piece, I'd have to price it a bit higher.
Mounted? No, count me out!
Oh, you're no fun. Now, what was it we were talking
There we go.
about?
I'm liking
Whether or
this
not
good
you are
war
the Empyrean
board
Ominoch.
more.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm no Empyrean. I'm just a simple girl. It would be hard for anyone to worship an Empyrean like me, right?
That's true. I mean, it just seems like you're the type who can see through anything, so perhaps an Empyrean seems less intimidating from a certain point of view.
You're saying I'm scarier than an Empyrean?
Not scarier exactly, just more of a savvy sort of woman.
That's not a bad answer, but it won't get you out of the doghouse.
I guess Eleanor and Bienfu were sharing time in the doghouse. All right. Treasure chest. Ooh, got some gold. Nice. Oh, okay. Let's attack.
I don't think we have
A Naga, huh? Well, yeah, Eleanor did use Bienfu as a Moloch from time to time. I'm poisoned. Oh, Elizabeth Maxwell. Oh.
Your style is really unique.
Oh, okay.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Interesting. The voice for a while almost sounded like Stephanie Young Brem, but for a little bit. But yeah, I can definitely see where it would be Sai Nijima's voice. Ooh, peach gel.
That's Haria Village.
To the inn, one and all!
Actually, go ahead and save right here. I actually kind of want to go for that bounty demon. So it's this fairy thing? Okay. Oh, it's a more harpy. Oh, harpy goes lucky. Okay. Life bottle. Ooh, ouch, that hurt. Oh, hello.
Gaze upon my fiery
There we go, Mystic Art.
Forget the
Double power. Oh wow, but you basically phase through each other's attack like that.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
All right. Ooh, we got a little secret tunnel here. Secret tunnel. Ooh, got a thank you bottle. Thank you very much.
Oh, here I come.
Oh my goodness!
I did good,
Wow.
didn't I?
My goodness, that was quick. Oh.
Let's get started.
There we go.
Not even worth my time.
All right, time to go into the town. Rumors and
From what
Haria.
we heard in Iseult, demons are attacking villages, and more people are growing upset with the Abbey. So I hadn't expected things in Haria village to be so laid back.
They might be on their best behavior because you're accompanied by an exorcist.
Huh. I didn't know you could see the world in more than just black and white.
The Abbey wouldn't entrust my responsibilities to someone who couldn't see beyond the surface. I have seen many things in my work. I've beheld both the light and the darkness in the world of men. Despite that, no, because of that, I won't turn away from the wrongs that I encounter. Moreover, I have faith. I believe there is good in all our souls.
The darkness, huh?
Yes, like you.
You're awfully direct.
Ah, interesting. All right. Ooh, get some more sales coins. Treasure chest. What we got in here? Alright. I was about to say. Okay, that's all we can find over here. All right. There we go. Ooh, got some tuna. Hello, Mr. Shopkeep. Well, let's sell some of the stuff that we've got. Materials. No, we've got some that are... Yeah, we got... let's sell... Actually, let's double check our equipment because, yeah, we should have some stuff mastered. Okay. Okay. So Floric and yeah, let's go Floric next. Silky Touch Garment. So Calcite, Midi Blouse, and Floric. Let's do Midi Blouse. Let's see. Get your attack up. Alright, so we can't master anything else right now. Gonna have to probably shop for that. Amber Boots. Okay, so Calcite Boots. And, well, she's already mastered Floric Boots, so Calcite Boots it is. That actually would seem useful. Getting both the physical defense and arts defense. So, Calcite. Okay, we're going to have to buy you some new talismans. Let's give you, yeah, the focus. All right. Okay, so we got a bunch of new stuff. Ooh, okay. So let's do. Ooh, on a sale. Nice. We don't have any fatigue ward, and we don't have any poison ward. Okay, so all right, to equipment. Yeah, let's have you start working on the amphile boots. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I did not notice. Thank you very much, Anki. Didn't even notice that. There we go. Get you a new talisman. Alright, and we got... Okay. Yeah, let's start with the Floric daggers for Rokaru. Alright. In fact... Let's actually...
Yeah, my time to shine.
Yeah. Ooh, we got an herb over there. So let's go ahead and grab that before we move on. Red sage. Nice. Wait a second. Okay, so what I need is probably below? Huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, hey. Little kid down here.
I can't deal with this anymore.
What's the matter?
Everyone's sick of all these fruit-flavored gels, right? So, I made gels using the giant cacao beans only found here on this island. It gave them a nice bitter chocolate taste. But people complained that they weren't avant-garde enough. Ugh, chocolate-flavored gels, how prosaic, bah! This got me fuming! So I caught some maiden bonita fish you find around here, ground them up, and made some gels with them.
You put fish into chocolate gels?
Well, people do braise meat with chocolate. Chocolate and fish may go surprisingly well together.
Exactly! It was the discovery of a century. The bonito flakes crunchiness and the gel's gumminess made for an exquisitely bad combo, which made it interesting.
So if you made an innovative new type of gel, why are you so angry?
That's exactly my problem. I outdid myself. Now I need to make my Gels World debut as amazing as they are. So I thought up the ultimate plan.
And that is?
I'll put my Choconito gels in toilets all over the world. I'll call it the Great Choconito Toilet Gambit. No one will go to the bathroom without finding my gels. I think everyone will have a lot of fun. So, genius, right?
Yeah, it's weird, but I think it's funny too.
Right? I knew that kids would get it.
Who's a kid?
But all the adults in my village called it silly and lowbrow. They forbade me from selling my Choconito gels at all. Isn't that just horrible?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Aw, man. Things used to be so much better. Mom would make me dinner, and all I had to do was goo 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 ga, and everyone would smile and praise me. I don't want to become the kind of grown-up who can't find any fun in looking for gels in toilets.
Kid, I think there's some things that need to get explained to you. Oh boy. Alright. Where do we need to go? Oh, find an inn. Okay.
We could use a place to stay. Any rooms open?
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
All right, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that'd work.
Yes, satisfactory. All right. I'll teach you how to read Ancient Avarost.
Thank you so much, teacher!
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
Alright. So, time to get talking with people, huh? Wait, how... Am I supposed to talk with them? Oh, and we got a cats. Oh, we just gotta find a couple of cat spirits and we can open that up. Ooh, got some gold. Nice. Are we supposed to talk with you if the in are blocked off? Huh. Oh well.
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolde, but our village has its own traditions. This village is under the divine protection of the Empyrean Aminoch. For unbroken centuries, a line of his priestesses have guided us. They're tasked with performing the sacred rites of worship. And sometimes, they even deliver us his words and will.
And there's still a priestess today?
Of course. And her daughter is training to become our next priestess. Although, I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. Both mother and daughter are giving their all for Haria. But the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from us.
By force?
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out. But from the very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind,
oh boy.
but that doesn't change the fact that she demanded that we worship her god, Inominat. In all the years we've worshipped Aminoch, not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
Do you plan on just giving up? Palamedes is Aminoch's temple. The priestess isn't the only one whose job it is to protect that temple.
Okay.
It's the duty of everyone born in this village.
Why did the Abbey need Aminoch's temple badly enough to risk causing this much unrest?
But how will we protect our village from the demons if the Abbey abandons us? Besides, we won't be able to do business with the people of Isolt anymore.
Our faith in Aminoch has nothing to do with the demons. When the priestess gets back, I'm going with her to protest.
The demon blight changed everything. Will we never be able to return to the way things were?
The way things were.
Alright. Oh, expedition's returned. Let's see what the results are. Only one. Only one win out of 3. Oh, treasure discovered. Portrait of the 3 Guardians. A work of stained glass art obtained in Kanono Island. Also known as the Island of 3 Seasons. The glass emits subtle, soothing light. Alright.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you. As I'm sure you've noticed.
Yeah, it's all about that revenge for Velvet. All about that revenge. Okay, there's Eisen. Let's go pick that herb first. Red lavender.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too, but ancient Avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst.
Oh boy, that's a mood. That's a mood, Velvet, and thank you for the compliment, Hyper Kirby. All right, let's go see the cat's treasure. And fruitless, of course. All right, there's Magilou.
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative
Yeah,
enough.
I'm not a
But
fan of the
straight up
cats
taking
here.
it over?
I'm not a fan.
Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Saw, Popo, Mucho, Sanchon.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with Innominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
That sounds like a lot of...
Reordering? So like... San-san, Pocho Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Musan. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho Musan. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something.
Okay, they're making some
So
headway.
if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Okay.
I wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Well, any results? Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
Eight-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians? Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat. Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so. But if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it? I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths.
Yeah, that's...
Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along Earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called...
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But they also call Innominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians and Innominat's body are connected through Earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the Earth pulse points.
Points?
Okay.
The places where the power of Earth pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest?
Huh.
Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up.
Huh.
And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
So, oh yeah, so the
That's right.
that griffin thing
Do you
that ate
suppose that was
the high
also a
priest.
Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Huh.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Amenoch's temple, Palamedes.
Huh.
Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Yeah.
Temples and ritual sites are often
So they
built
use
on
the
places
temple
thought
to
be
hold
rich in
one of these
spiritual energy.
Therians?
Could the temple possibly be an Earth pulse point?
There's lots of Earth pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing. Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian... What? I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
Okay. All right, so we're getting some headway as far as being able to find out what we need to do to take out this this Innominat that Artorius has made use of. All right. Okay, so head to Palmades and an island's interior.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes, and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
They're not.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service?
I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Amanoch.
Yeah, I was figuring
and
that
her
she
little
was referring
daughter's
to
name
the...
is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Amanoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course.
Sounds very familiar to a certain story we heard a
Let's
little
be
earlier.
off, Miss Exorcist.
All right. Okay, so we gotta figure out our way.
Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorias is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths. But something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorias said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, Not at all.
Yeah,
if you're not worried,
that
then
is...
neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks.
Look
But
at you.
was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
Huh.
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far! You really think they're totally opposite? If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara,
Bienfu.
noodles with seafood.
Shut up.
I don't
Shush.
follow you completely, but I think I get the point. I'm sure you understand. The two have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped. Well, they both have beautiful hair. Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon. Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly. And Velvet has helped me more times than I can count. Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
Shush.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others. How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet? Both of them talk to me when it's just the two of us together. You're just trying to be contrary. I'm only telling you what I've experienced. Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me. It's
Because
all
you're
right if Eleanor
annoying.
doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone. That just makes me feel lonelier. Bien.
You two are opposites yourselves.
Huh?
Yeah, one's actually good, the other's useless. Oh. Yep. Yep, the common one is absolutely useless. Alright. Ooh. I'll save that for later. Maybe because we are getting close to the end screen, so I want to be able to see if I can get to a save point.
This rocky shore just keeps going. Just don't step on any sea slugs, okay?
Why not? What's the big deal?
It's just that it isn't pretty. Their insides squish everywhere.
Yikes. That sounds pretty traumatizing.
Then again, if you pickle their innards, it makes for a great snack.
You eat them?
Oh, don't be a baby. You've had worse.
Forget the sea slugs. Try not to step on the coral.
Good point. Coral is alive and needs our protection.
Or maybe it's because some of it can be sold for jewelry.
I didn't mean either of those reasons. Although Manon appears similar to Maclear Beach, it was formed by a completely different process.
Now that you mention it, this area is covered by rocks.
Maclear is just your average seashore. But Manon here was made by the slow corrosion of seaside caves.
They were worn away by the waves?
That too. But mainly, it was the handiwork of a rock-eating species of coral known as ravening table coral. Stay in contact long enough, and they'll melt your flesh right off.
Ah, so that's why it tingles every time I touch the coral.
Why didn't you warn us earlier?
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Laffy said, have you been taking care of that rhino stag roast like a good boy? Of course. I make sure to feed it every night before I go to sleep, since it's nocturnal. How long are you going to keep on calling it a rhino stag roast? I don't know. It's a new kind of beetle, so it's gonna be hard to tell if it's really a rhino or a stag. You're asking a lot of questions. Bienfu, do you like bugs? Duh! I love rhinoceros and stag beetles both! What guy doesn't find them fascinating? Right? So which kind of beetle do you think it is? Rhino or stag? Oh, that's a tough question. But guess what? Miss Mogulu taught me a surefire way to tell. I didn't know there was a way to tell. Yeah, but if I do it, you gotta name it after me, alright? Come on! What guy doesn't wish he had a cool bug named after himself, right? And besides, Miss Mogulu told me that this technique is so good that it's only fair to have a bug named after you in return. So what do you say, man to man? Come on, let's live the dream!
No.
Oh, all right. How can I say no to that? Besides, we all did work together to capture it anyway. Yay! Thanks, Laffy said. All right, show me the bug, and I'll tell you what it is. Miss Mogulu says you need to open up its outer wings and get a good whiff of the thin underwings.
I'm pretty sure I remember rhinoceros and stag beetles smelling really nasty under their wings.
Is it really that
Yeah,
bad?
Laffy said it's precious.
Why not find out for yourself?
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
Maybe you shouldn't do this after all, Bienfu. You probably just want to hog the name all to yourself. Well, too bad! A real man never goes back on his word. If it packs a mean punch, then it's a rhinoceros beetle. And if it smells really zesty, then it's a stag beetle. I don't know about this.
Just let him do it, Laffy. He's already volunteered.
I can do this? Just you watch! This smell is the most bad thing that ever batted it! Whoa! He fainted with his eyes still open! Hey! Wake up!
Oh, so it's basically like the Bienfu. It's a repulsive being.
My nose literally exploded. He looks like he's having a bad dream.
Oh.
I spy with my little eyes a kiddo who's spying at my bewitching waist.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. What are those books anyway?
Oh, that's a great question. Since you asked, I'll reveal the secrets of my tomes just for you. On the right, I've got my household ledger in the back, and my magic encyclopedia in the front. That one I mostly use for oil blotting paper.
What's oil blotting paper?
It's a girl thing. The two on the left are my heavy book, which I use for flower pressings, and then my super pop-up book.
A super pop-up book?
When you open it, it pops out with the force of a raging river! When an enemy has me cornered, I can just open it up facing a nearby wall and pop! Instant getaway! The only downside is that it's a real pain to try to get closed again, so I haven't used it in years.
What about the book right in front?
That's actually layer cake.
Whoa, really?
Seared into its batter are precious bits of knowledge. Eating it is just as good for your brain as it is for your stomach.
Wow! I had no idea that was possible.
I have
He's
several
taking this so
questions.
seriously, I almost feel bad.
All of your books are so interesting, Magilu. That's really cool.
There's no end to your curiosity, is there? What do you say? Want to take a closer look?
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
would I.
Yep.
If you really do, then say, Magilu, I want to get to know you better.
Magilu, I want to get to know you better.
All right, I accept. I'll reveal to you my most private secrets.
Wow, so that's what's on the other side of these books.
I
wouldn't have ever guessed that.
What the? What are you doing with Laphicet? He said he wanted to see, so I'm showing him. You have no right to stand in the way of his desires.
It's my job to protect him as his vessel, especially from someone so wicked as yourself. Also, what you're doing runs contrary to public decency.
Witches aren't supposed to be decent.
These bindings with the locks on them.
Yeah.
This style used to be really popular during the Meliodas dynasty.
Now that I know you're such a bad influence for him, I'll be keeping a closer eye on you.
If you can't learn to take it easy, nobody's ever gonna want to marry you, you know.
Like you're a shining example of marriage material yourself.
Hey, Magilu, could you turn them over one more time? I want to see how the book's attached to your belt.
Yeah, sure.
As soon as I find a
Hey, Magilu, I was wondering
Yeah.
about that book
Yeah.
you have on your waist. The one
Yeah,
you
we-
called your
we-
heavy book for flower pressings.
Your curiosity truly
Bonk.
knows no bounds, does
That's
it,
for you,
kiddo?
Magilu.
Okay, nobody else knows this, but since you're so interested, I'd hate to leave you hanging. My heavy book, the one I use for flower pressings, is none other than a collection of Bienfu's poetry.
Bienfu likes to write poems?
Yep. You'd never guess it, but he's actually just about the best Moloch poet around. Some people even call him the Great Norman Poet. Here, I'll read you my favorite one. If there is something unimportant happening to the east, I'm made to go there and back. If there is something unimportant happening to the west, I'm made to go there and back. I can never rest nor be at peace. Every day my life is a living hell.
That's heavy stuff.
Isn't it? That's what makes it so good for pressing flowers. It's so wonderfully oppressively heavy.
Magilu, your face has gone all sinister looking.
When is she not? But my goodness, Bienfu, you are absolute cancer to our lives. All right. All right, expedition. Ooh, perfect.
Scout ship setting sail.
All right, as soon as I find a safe point, we'll. Trust me, I have no problems with Magilu herself, but the person I have more trouble with is Bienfu. But yeah, I will say, yeah, Magilu sort of her talk with Laphicet there, yeah, that was definitely one of her lower points. Oh, we got a warp thing. Hmm. Ooh, got some gold. Get away from me! I don't want to fight you. I want to get it to a save point so I can end things up here. Oh, great. We got a cat's treasure. Oh, boy. Don't have enough. I'm hoping we're getting close. Okay, good. Near that cave entrance, we should have a save point. Ah, crud. There we go.
Even a short weapon is effective up close.
And training can help it get even closer.
Wait a second. I was about to say.
Fighting is scary.
Want my healer. Ooh, treasure chest. Ooh, life bottle, nice. It's gonna be useful.
How about it, Laphicet? Picking up on anything?
Yeah, in the direction of the temple. The feeling's getting stronger now.
Another war point. Ooh, nice. Alright, should be seeing. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see a save point. Okay. There's the save point. The Palmides Temple. Alright. First, let's collect some of the stuff in the area. All right. And that will do it for today. So next week we should be able to go through the Palmides Temple and see if there really is one of these Therians inside this particular temple. If the stuff that we found out about that book is actually sort of accurate. So, that's going to be interesting. So we're starting to get a picture of what we're going to end up having to deal with as far as getting towards the end game. The story is starting to unravel. So, with that, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you absolutely enjoyed this stream. And thank you once again to Lewis to Blazing Knight for the raid. Thank you very much, my good friend. So, tomorrow, we will be continuing with Fire Emblem 3 Houses in our Crimson Flower run. Sorry about that. I had to think for a second. We should get, since we had finished taking care of the rebellion from Lord Leonardo, we should be ready to get our next round of recruiting. So, and sort of finding out, as well as sort of investigating as far as what this assassination plot is for. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, and you do. Oh, okay. So Specky is once again online. But yeah, so yeah, tomorrow, Fire Emblem 3 House as Crimson Flower. Hopefully, with depending on how my workday goes tomorrow, I'm hoping for once again a 5 p.m. Central Time start time. But if you are a part of my Discord community, I will be be posting updates as far as if that scheduling ends up changing throughout the day. So with that, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and honor the bounty post from Gaussian, and let's go ahead and raid our great friend Specky X3. So he's doing some Persona 5 Royal right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and post that bounty. If you guys would like to join me on this bounty mission and giving love and support to awesome streamers out there, I'd appreciate it if you can join me for that. So with that, hope you all had a wonderful day. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Have fun. Take care. And God bless to you all. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Time to send you out on your bounty mission. See you all next time.